is Rowena Tessman. I'm one of the nursing faculty. Perhaps I'm not that organized tonight. I'm usually very organized and know exactly what I'm going to do. Today was a pretty hectic day. I drove up from Bangalore this morning. I was still doing clinical down there until last night at 9 o'clock. So I'm here. And this afternoon I had to do a presentation at the hospital. But the one positive thing about that, we didn't have a guest speaker for tonight. So I decided to bribe Diane Burby, the DON of the hospital here. And I said, well, you know, I had to give you a speech for you, so perhaps you can do something for us. So here she is. First of all, I would like to introduce our head table to you. I'm very glad to have Dr. Dumont here. He's our president of the university. Welcome, Dr. Dumont. We've got Dr. Myrna Castle here. She's our vice president of academic services. Welcome. We've got Vince Sennett here and his wife Janet here. He's the chair of our nursing division. Welcome to you. And of course, Diane Burby. She's the DON of our local hospital here and will be our guest speaker for tonight. I really haven't got a speech written out for tonight. I would just personally like to say congratulations to all the students. I had the opportunity to teach nursing research to half of the class, and I really had a good time. And a special welcome to my youngest graduate, there right at the back there, little Kelby Nicholas. It's really nice having him here. He attended the nursing research class, so at least he has passed one course at the university. I think at the moment I would also like to introduce some of the nursing faculty that's here tonight. The table right here on my right-hand side, we've got V. Peterson. Lena is our secretary at the nursing faculty and really doing a lot of work, as all the students can tell you. We've got Kelly Goodrow, one of the nursing faculty. She's here with her crutches. So welcome, Kelly. It's really nice having you here tonight. We've got Alona Harris and Del Gordon, nursing faculty, as well as Barb Margison. Got it a bit wrong there. Welcome to all of you, and thank you for being here. Other people that I really would like to thank is the students there at the back. Some junior students as well as sophomore students. Thank you very much for all the help. I'm sure we couldn't have done it without you. It was a lot of work to be done, a lot of organization, and without you, we couldn't have done it. Thank you very much. Oh, I see another faculty member there. Welcome, Sharon. And also Julie Bailey, she's the person that's going to take the pictures. If you haven't seen her yet, thank you for being here. I would like to ask Dr. Dumont to say a few words, and then we can carry on.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It's a very, very genuine pleasure for me to be with you here this evening for what I consider to be one of the very, very most special occasions of the academic year, and that is this pinning ceremony. From time to time, I get asked, why is it that the nurses get two things at the end of the year? They have a commencement ceremony, and they also have a pinning ceremony. Why is it that they do two things? Why are there two celebrations? My answer is always the same, because they deserve it. They've earned it. And there really are two ceremonies. They have two distinct purposes. Commencement, which is a grand celebration, which will occur this Saturday, in which the students who are here this evening will participate in, as well as the faculty, is a wonderful ceremony, and it celebrates the completion of an academic program. And that's something that, of course, the nursing students share with other students who are graduating. But the pinning ceremony is quite distinct in that it symbolizes the completion, or rather the completion of the requirements, the entrance into a profession. And that's why we have a pinning ceremony. And that's why it's so very special. It's special to me because for all of my professional career, I have had extraordinary respect for the profession of nursing. It's a very special profession. And what makes it so is the fact that it is, on the one hand, very, very scientific and very technological. Nurses are expected to master a very substantial body of scientific knowledge having to do with the etiology of disease, various therapies. They have to know about chemicals, chemical reactions, and psychopharmacology, and so forth and so on. There's a very substantial body of knowledge which is changing very rapidly, changing all the time. They have to know about computers. They have to learn how to process that information. So it's very, very high tech. But at the same time that it's high tech, simple as that. At the same time that it's high tech, nursing has never lost sight of its original purpose. That is to nurture, to care for. So that's there also. So at the same time that it's very high tech and very scientific, it's also very high touch. No other profession that I'm aware of can claim to have quite that combination of scientific knowledge and technology and the caring and the nurturing. And I think that makes nursing very special indeed. This year is a high tech is not. This year it has special significance, I think, too, to this graduating class. As you know, for many, many months, which I'm sure to the faculty seems like almost goes back into prehistory, they have been working very hard to prepare a self-study for the accreditation by the National League of Nursing. And a very short time ago, just within the past week or so, we had on this campus a representative from the National League of Nursing who looked us inside out and looked very carefully at the nursing program, with a very, very rigorous evaluation according to very high standards. And we are so very proud of this nursing program that those evaluators, before they left at the exit interviews, they had a choice. They could not recommend us, they could recommend a conditional, or they could recommend a 4-year accreditation, or a 6-year accreditation, or an 8-year accreditation, which is the max. And they recommended the 8-year. So I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate each and every member of the nursing program, that includes faculty and students, and I hope you will all join me for that purpose. In conclusion, I want to add my very, very special congratulations to this senior class. You certainly have earned it this evening, and you have earned this recognition.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dumont. Now, I've only been here since August last year, and please believe me, all that I've heard since I got here was the self-study. So please believe me, I'm sure glad it's over. Just perhaps for the students that I really haven't talked to, as you know, I've been down in Bangor for 2 weeks now doing clinical orientation with my students for psychiatric nursing at Acadia Hospital. And it was wonderful to go back there because of you. I just got such positive comments about the students that have been there last year. So I really would like to say thank you very much, because you could have really spoiled everything for me. And I would be very, very mad at you. But it was very nice walking up and down the stairs there and meet people, and they say, oh, how's that one doing? And they really had a good time having you there. So I would really like to say thank you very much. And I say, keep it up. I'm really very proud of you. I would like to introduce Mr. Vince Pelletier. You all know him. He's the chair of our nursing faculty. So Ben?
Thank you. Before I begin, I just do really want to say thank you to everyone for coming tonight and participating with us. I do have to say something to President Dumont. I think next time we need to check our speeches because about 3/4 of mine you let off. So to begin with, if I miss a few things or the sentences don't come out right, that's why I'm trying to ad lib. But there are a few messages that I want to send to the students before you leave. And one of them is that I am very pleased and very honored to stand here tonight and looking out at you. It reconfirms for me the pleasure and honor of welcoming new members to the profession of nursing. And as President Dumont had said, on graduation on Saturday, that marks a time in your life which the academic accomplishments have occurred. The fulfillment of the requirements of getting all your credits, all that is done with it. Tonight, though, on the other hand, represents the transition from the role of a student to your future role as a professional. This is the time of deliverance, when you embark on the time of choices, the time of being the nurse you wish to be, the time of your making your own choices, your own changes. I will not take much time tonight talking with you because I know we're all hungry and it's late, but I do want to spend just a few minutes with you looking at some of the things that you learned in the past 2.5 years while you were here at nursing. I am sure all of you would add and delete to any list that I would come up with, so I'm going to only talk about one area, one aspect that I think we're all familiar with. The most clearly identifiable area that I can think of relates to change. Nobody snickered or laughed. Now please know that, you are all experts in dealing with change since you've been here in the nursing program, as you can all relate to. Please note I did not infer that dealing with change was always positive or effective, but each of you can go forth and leave here saying that you're an expert in dealing with change. Some of the changes that occurred in your time here were planned. Some of them were not. As in any system, this is a truism which will follow each of us no matter what we do. The other truism that we live with is that when we have change that is not planned, the result is often stress. One of the things I did do is look up what change means. And when you look up the word, certain things jump out at you. The words that I found with similar or comparable meanings help me understand some of the things that you guys probably went through while you were here with us. Before starting talking about the list of words I came up with or found, I would like each of you to remember a time, a day, a class, a teacher, whatever comes to mind as I go through this list. And by the way, you will be tested before you leave. The list of words which I want to talk about includes such things as to alter, to convert, to correct, to modify, this one I enjoy, to mutate, to transfigure, or to transform. Now, I don't think anybody around here, I don't want anybody talking about how they were mutated or transfigured or whatever, but I think some of these things, if you think about them, could be fun to talk to your relatives and friends about later tonight. The UMFK program here in the School of Nursing, the administration and faculty instituted many changes while you were here. The changes were instituted for purposes. Those purposes to strengthen you as individuals, as a professional, and to help you meet the needs of the healthcare in this area, in the nation, and internationally. How well we facilitated your education. And please remember, you educated yourself. We didn't do it for you. Will be determined not on how many people pass the state boards, or not on how many people or how many pills you push, or how many tubes you insert in people. Okay. What will be the outcome is how well you meet the challenges of living and providing nursing care into the new century. These are the outcomes as professional educators we are looking at. We are looking at what types of changes that will occur in you and the changes that you will make within the profession. The changes as faculty and administration that we made within the curriculum and the way we taught you was for this purpose. Now, I must admit there are naysayers in academia, in the practicing nurses that you work with in the future, and sometimes from within your own ranks. No matter where you go, people do not wish to change or deal with changes. In fact, you probably still will meet those people in the world who still say the world is flat. What I hope you learn from your experience here is that UMFK is how to work with change, how to plan for change. And when you talk to those individuals who refuse to believe that the earth is round, Tell them to go to the edge of the earth, send you a postcard, and move forward. Thank you very much, and congratulations on the successful completion of this program, and welcome to the professional nursing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vince. It's quite interesting to see that your speech was so short. I'm sure the students had really thought that it's going to be at least an hour, but you have surprised them again. Thank you very much. I would like to introduce Diane Burby. Diane, thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you. Dr. Dumont, Dr. Castle, faculty, family, friends, and students. It is truly an honor for me to be here tonight, but I have to say, Karen, Rajan, that's here I am. Let me give you a little history on why I say that. 3 weeks ago, they came to see me and marched into my office at the end of a hectic day and said, Diane, we would like you to be our guest speaker at Penny. Can you do it? I was like, yes, I'll do it. And then I went home thinking, my God, you see, the university went through hell with accreditation. We were setting up to do the very same thing at the hospital, which, as a matter of fact, ended today. And I thought, there is no way I can do this. Absolutely no way. I'm not accustomed to holding a mic. And then today, beloved Rowena, our guest speaker, as part of Hospital Week, National Nurses Week, was invited to speak at the hospital on cross-cultural nursing. And as I walk into the room and she's standing there waiting for a guest to arrive, she says to me, you know, Diane, I traveled from Bangor today after a hectic day. And she said, if I could do that, I figured you could speak tonight. And I went, okay, what a diplomat. But, you know, it is true. It truly is an honor for me. And I kind of feel bad that I had to turn you down a few weeks ago. But, you know, it was meant to be, Karen. And here I am. And I have to say that 10 years ago today, absolute today, and Carol Marchand, who's in the audience, was with me on that day. We graduated from the program here at UMFK. At the time, it was an extension of Southern Maine School of Nursing. It was the very first class that graduated, and it was an honor. Of course, I ended in D at the time. My last name was DeShane, and I got the diploma first of all. And it was an honor. And here I am. Little did I know that 10 years later I would be speaking to another graduating class. I have to bring you back a little bit. I graduated 10 years ago, but I actually been nursing. Only my hairdresser knows for sure. I've been in nursing many, many years. And when I went to school originally for nursing, I went as an LPN into the LPN program. That was many moons ago, but I remember faculty at the time, some of you might remember this, what they tell students. If a physician walks in the room, Dr. Connor was going to enjoy this one, you have to stand, okay? If two physicians are at the nurse's station, you leave the room. And for years, I couldn't, for the life of me, change my ways, you know? Do you remember that day? You're laughing. For the life of me, you know, for many, many years, I truly had a hard time dealing with that change because I was very subservient to physicians. You know, we were handmaidens at the time. Needless to say, we've come a long way, baby, but at the time we were. And healthcare at that time was so incredibly incredible. You know, I remember my mother coming into the hospital for a vacation with her box of chocolates and her flowers and her suitcase, getting away from the kids for a week. Well, it's true, honestly. You know, people would come in at the time for a checkup. You know, they go in there, there's nothing really wrong, but I'm going to have a blood work done, a urinalysis, an x-ray, put my feet up, watch TV, black and white at the time, and have a rest. Well, you know, insurance companies decided that this was not the thing to do. You know, we were spending a lot of money. They were turning around and spending a lot more money on us, and they said, listen, we've got to buckle down. So in 1983, healthcare changed. I don't know if it was for the worse or for the better. I guess I want to say it was for the better. Acute care, where I come from and I've been involved in for almost 30 years, changed. The focus was no longer patients coming in for a checkup and for a rest, but people were coming in. Those that were coming in were sicker. They weren't staying as long because the government insurances were saying, we're not going to pay for you anymore. You stay in for X amount of time and then you're out. You go back into the community, go back into your home, and services started to evolve from there. Home care came into the picture, community health nursing. And now the focus of your education, if you think about it, which I had a hard time to adjust to myself because, hey, I'm from the old school where acute care was the in thing. Community nursing, preventive medicine, going into the community and trying to prevent people from being sick. That's the focus today. And even though we in acute care fought that theory, we see it as the thing of the future, of the now thing, not just the thing of the future. So, we see you graduating. You've got a lot in front of you. You have many years of many things to come. The road is there. The opportunities are vast. And each one of you, and I want to name you by name, although I don't know all of you, but I do, I have to share this little anecdote with you. We had a little get-together a week or so ago. David, how are you feeling tonight? Quiet.
Comical.
Comical.
Let me get on stage.
We had a good time. Northern Maine Medical Center had a little get-together at Sarah's restaurant with the seniors. And we do this every year as a, pat on the back saying, good luck, guys. See you in the future. Hopefully you'll come work for us. It's kind of a recruitment thing. But not only that, we just wanted to wish them well. And of course, there was a few glasses of wine and merriment along the way. And David really entertained us that night. I think his wife was overwhelmed. We had a wonderful time. Truly, we bonded. We don't see the students all the time. They come to clinical in spurts because clinical in the acute care setting is not the only focus. So we don't see the students all the time. That night was really wonderful for us to be able to bond with them and with faculty as well. Anyway, to get back to my wishing you all well, it was wonderful that we could bond that night. I wanted to little with this presentation and the honor I have of speaking to you, but I want to wish Kim Bonenfant, who's been working for us for many, many years now, as an LPN like I congratulate you for getting your pin tonight. And I don't know where you are, but hi, Kim. And we missed you the other night at Zero's, by the way. But I congratulate you for working so hard at being a mom, working as an LPN on the 3 to 11 shift, and going to school full-time is really something else. And I know I went through it and I understand. Tanya Moberg is another gal that works for us that I want to congratulate tonight. Erin Carlson, congratulations. Karen Dupre, who is the new student director of nursing, officially. Dave Gardner, Beth Lavaster, Constant Malberg, which I didn't know you by that name, but I realized that's your true name. Rejane Martin, I met just recently. Alina Nicholas, Jennifer Pullen, Rebecca Robinson, Kelly Serwa Sibley, who also worked for us a little while in the summer. I don't have my glasses here. Beatrice Samard and Cindy Wagner, congratulations for the hard work. You are to be commended. I understand it's tough. And I want to leave you with these words, and I have to put my glasses on at this point, or I wouldn't be able to do it. The nurse who wrote what nursing means to her. Her name is Melody Chenevert. I can't pronounce it. She's a nurse. Not a famous nurse, a nurse. And this is what she has to say about nursing, and this is the message I want to leave you with tonight. Being a nurse means you will never be bored. You will always be frustrated. You will be surrounded by challenges. So much to do and so little time. You will carry immense responsibility and very little authority. You will step into people's lives and you will make a difference. Some will bless you, and some will curse you. You will see people at their best, and you will see them at their worst. You will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity to love, to have courage, and to endure. You will see life begin, and you'll also see life end. You will experience resounding triumphs and devastating failures. You will cry a lot, and you'll laugh a lot. You will know what it is to be human and to be human. Congratulations and good luck in your future.
Thank you very much, Diane. I really think the last part that you've read, the students can take it with them. There are sure a lot of challenges out there, and you've just got to go out and grab it and work. I suppose I can talk for myself, being I did not start off with the BSN program, I did a hospital program. I'm from South Africa, not from the Valley, as you can hear. Did my hospital program and carried on, and eventually I got my doctorate in nursing, and I'd say it's hard work, but it's worthwhile. Every minute of it, every minute of time that I've spent in front of those books, I can look back now and say I've learned a lot. And this afternoon when I was talking at the hospital, talking about cross-cultural nursing, there's a lot to say about cross-cultural nursing, but I think the one thing to me that's so important and that I have seen with the students here, especially in the Valley, is respect. That is something that I really cannot teach a student, and that's coming from home. That's what you bring into the nursing program. And it's wonderful to work with students that do have respect, not only for the instructors. Oh, I know, I can joke with you and go out with you and have a good time with you, but still when I'm in the class, I'm your instructor, and it's going to depend on me whether you pass your nursing research or not. And I must say, I've really appreciated from you. You were a great group. Good luck for the future. What I would like to do now is to proceed with the pinning ceremony as such, and I would like to ask Darcy to come up here. He's not going to receive his pin tonight, but he's got to help me to move the podium. So please. Okay, perhaps if we can continue. The first person that I would like to call up is Beatrice with her husband Nelson to do her pinning.
I do want to thank my husband and my family because they have been my greatest support through all of this. I do want to thank my husband and my family because they have been my greatest support in all of this. I really thank them.
The next student is Alana Nicholas, and her husband Peter will do the pinning. I don't know if Kelby is going to come with her. Yeah, looks like it.
Well, whoever told those bees, good job.
The next person is Cindy Wagner, and her friend Rebecca, fellow student, is going to do her pinning.
I arrived here 5 years ago with my friend, and tonight I leave with my friend and colleague. Thank you very much.
The next one is Constance. Well, I know her as Connie, so Connie. And her two kids will be doing the pinning, Chris and Ryan.
I'd like to thank my family, my husband Mike, and my parents, and my sister, and mostly my two kids for putting up with all the sacrifices that they've had to put up these last 7 years. And to Joanne and Diane for all their support and encouragement over the last couple of years. Thanks.
The next person is Rebecca, and her dad, Mr. Wally Robinson, will do her pinning.
I'd just like to say that since I was a little girl, my dad knew that my biggest dream was to someday become a nurse. And years have gone by, and this little girl grew up, and tonight her dream came true. And I just want to thank my dad for giving me support in my life, and throughout my education, he truly is special. Thanks, Dad.
The next is Kim, and her two kids, Korea and Derek, will do her pinning. The next student is Dave, and Rebecca, his wife, will do his spinning. I don't know, I haven't been here a long time, but I think it's the first time in the history that husband and wife is graduating at the same time. Congratulations.
Now he's got the light.
No, it's not pink. I want to thank my wife. Originally, this started out as a chemistry tutorial, and it worked out so well, we decided we'd make it permanent. So I want to thank my wife and my family, my in-laws, everybody involved. Thank you very much.
The next is Jennifer. The person that's doing her pinning, it's not her husband, I was told tonight. It's, well, I don't know. She said friend, he said significant other, I don't know. But in any case, the person that's doing her pinning is George Conover. So the two of them want to come up.
I'd like to thank you for taking my husband's place. For all of you wanting to know, he's fishing. And I went to see my friend here who's been with me. I've been working for him for 5 years, and he's been listening to everything I have to say for 5 years about the nursing program. And he always kept pushing me forward, and he keeps pushing me more, but I'm taking a rest, okay? And I have to say thank you for my whole family. Every one of you really helped me in different ways. That's all.
The next person is Beth, and her mother, Mrs. Painter, will do the pinning. Perhaps with Beth, it's one of the students that I've worked quite closely with past few weeks, trying to decide what on earth are we going to do with the spinning ceremony. So Beth, congratulations. Rajan is the next one, and with her too, we've spent quite a few hours together trying to plan this whole thing. And her two kids, January and Autumn, will do her pinning.
They don't want me here 4 more years.
The next is Kelly, and her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sirwa, will do her pinning.
I just want to thank you both for being patient and loving and listening to me complain all the time. And financially, that was a big, thing also. And I love you both. Thanks.
The next one is Karen, and as well as with Beth and Rajan. Yeah, we've spent a lot of time together organizing this, so thank you very much for your help. And her two kids, Danny and Kenny, will do her pinning. And number 13 is Erin, and her mother, Mrs. Corners Carlson, will do her pinning.
She doesn't have her glasses. She doesn't have hers either.
Send her back to the land. Like a blues.
I would like to thank my mother for always being there for me.
And I too have many thanks tonight as a single mother. I'm sure there's more than just myself. I would like to thank Diane Burby, who hired my child out of high school as a ward clerk, and that led her into the nursing. I will always be grateful for you and the staff that made her love the profession of nursing. And I would like to thank the faculty who has put up with her impetuous ways and her strong will, and the college, and everyone who has brought her to this place. Thank you.
Well, that is that for the pudding ceremony. I think I will just check with the chef and see how the food is going. As you can see in your program, after dinner, one of the students, Karen Dupre, will basically have the last word, and after that we will serve dessert. So just a few seconds, please.
I'm sorry.
Well, if I could just get your attention for a few minutes. Again, I would like to say thank you very much for coming here. It's really, I think, quite a nice evening. Before I hand the microphone over to Karen, because she's got to say the last few words, of course, I would just like to thank Marty and his crew in the kitchen. Thank you very much for a wonderful dinner. Thank you. Karen, would you like to come up here? And also the faculty, because the faculty has been a support for all of us seniors. And I'd also like to extend our thank you to Dr. Selena Texman, because she's been a big support for us collectively together. And without her support, I don't think it would have been such a huge success. Thank you, Dr. Texman. And we also have dessert and coffee that will be served. And all of you have a safe ride home. And once again, thank you